Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is disconnecting from an evil reptilian overlord or basically a reptilian dark entity that is controlling our lives or trying to control it, trying to suppress us or parts of us, and basically imposing their wishes, their will and desires for us onto us. So what I have prepared here is a wooden reptilian creature where the basically arms, like the front legs, like the arms, have the rope tied around, like the twine that goes to our neck, and we're on our knees, right, representing the overlord. But I will cut that cord, put the wooden figurine, the mannequin up that represents us, and we're taking back our wings, which is like representing our angelic origins and our divine connection, which we all have in us. And the more we step into oneness, the more we're reclaiming that divinity within ourselves and basically taking back our wings, right? Our proverbial wings. And I felt very strongly called to add a candle here today. And we're putting that reptilian entity into 4D jail. I already have a little clay figurine inside. It's going to be hard to see for you, but I made one earlier and put it in there. And of course, we're going to ask for divine justice. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring my ceremonial scissors, so the little pocket knife will have to do. And got a little bell here again, and the rattle, and the paper roll to close any portals and gateways that may have still allowed those entities to enter. And basically, this has been inspired and been called for, basically, because like for several weeks I've had a dark entity, like reptilian entity, try to gain control of me by basically inflaming my whole head space. Like that's not the brain, but like everything behind the face. So I had inflammation behind the ear, like inside the ears, behind the eyes, in the nasal passages, in the sinuses, in my upper jaw, but it didn't always stay in one place. But that was going on for several weeks. One day it was behind the eyes, then it was behind the ears, then it was one ear was troubling me, then the other one, and so on. Like it moved around, and it felt very forceful. That entity was trying to gain control of me. And that was after I had watched a video on removing seals. I think it was 7 or 8 seals that supposedly have to be removed when ascending, but that's what started the whole problems with me. That was a little bit before what I just described, but basically one day I was in such severe back pain that I went to a healer, and I think she really intended to help, but in a sort of forceful way. So first, we talked, and I kind of told her a bit what was going on, and I basically had a few sessions with her because she suggested to blast my chakras open. And I thought it was a good idea because I was already dealing with that dark interference, which was the reason why I went to her in the first place, which was after opening those seals. And what I didn't realize, first of all, it's like after that first session, she basically made appointments in the time range that we had discussed, and then sent me emails, and she said, well, if you don't like those, you can just change it. But that was basically a kind of invasive way. Like, normally we would ask, well, when would you like the appointments? And, you know, you would decide together what works and what doesn't work. But she basically just went ahead. Sorry, I had to move. She just went ahead and made a bunch of appointments and just said, you know, you can just change them if you don't like it. But that is sort of that taking away of someone's right to speak for themselves. And that's exactly one of the ways in which those dark ones can actually gain control. And then I also noticed that in those Reiki sessions that I was able to stronger visualize things than when I'm by myself. And I didn't clue in right away until way later, because at first I was like, oh, that feels good. But then after each session, it took me days to recover from the heavy energy I felt afterwards. And again, I was making excuses thinking, well, maybe I'm releasing some stuff, but it doesn't usually take that long. That was really, it felt exactly as it had felt before when I had absorbed something from a dark one. And then I thought, you know, if I can visualize stronger with her holding her hands at my temples, that was her also basically infusing and reinforcing things through her will. Like, she was imposing that in. And that's actually like basically when sorry, because my mind just went back there, so it got a little distracted, which is another thing, right? That's usually like mind manipulation and control. But basically, that's when all that facial inflammation started happening. And I was then guided today that this was a reptilian entity that tried to gain control, and they're able to like place some kind of astral parasites or entities within us through which they can siphon us and have that control and connection, right? So I know this all sounds really crazy and whatnot, and if I hadn't just experienced it for several weeks, and I postponed the last appointment a few times, there were external reasons, but I feel they were brought on by the divine. And that gave me enough time and distance to actually start recovering. And that's also when I realized, I'm like, whoa, okay, so I hadn't seen her in like 2-3 weeks, whereas before it was weekly, to supposedly blast the chakras open. And that's when I started recovering and feeling better again. So that's when I knew that no, I could not go back to her, right? So that's the backstory behind all of this. And it doesn't have to be a story quite like that, but there are a lot of reptilian souls incarnated in human form, like inside human bodies, but there are also like reptilian spirits or entities that are not necessarily, that are just in 4D, that are not necessarily in 3D. And they can gain access. Oh wow, and the light went out. Look at that. The candle went out. Let me light that again. And earlier when I was thinking about the one that was siphoning me and like trying to like gain control. Oops, hold on. Gotta do it from this side. Sorry, one sec. I'm not very good at multitasking. Okay, here we go. The spring of this knee jumped out and the leg straightened and it fell over like this. And that was straight. So meaning we're getting off our knees. So like we're taking our power and control back. Okay, anyway, enough talk. So let's smudge with the fire smoke. See, and that was also a sign that that candle went out. It's like, whoa. And now it's flowing right over here. So let me move over here. Okay, please cleanse and renew all of our energies and take away anything dark, evil, and low vibrational. And flood us with massive amounts of healing light, unconditional love, blessings, and protections from the divine. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. All right, let's call in the spirit guides, dear creator, higher power, source, and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth. Forgot if I said that already. Sorry, my mind started wandering. I'm going to start again. Sorry, there's like a little bit of mind interference going on. Just, wow. Just when I started talking about this Reiki person, what I quickly wanted to mention as well, and then I'll call in the guides again properly. Sorry. She tried, like, basically, I called her on the red flags that I noticed, and I waited a little bit longer to be sure that I wasn't wrong, right? And first of all, she threw it back in my face and denied it and made excuses. So that's sort of the typical reaction that you can expect from a narcissist, right? So those are the kind of things to look out for as well, and not be swayed by it. And it's very easy. I've spent my whole life too playing along, because that's how most of us grew up. We were raised by narcissists and we learned to just go with it. And even if deep down inside we knew that it was wrong, but it was easier, our lives were easier when we played along to the extent that they believed they got away with the lies, right? And that's part of taking our power back, that we stand up to them. And if we don't stand up to them 100%, maybe only 80%, we still kind of let them get away with some of it, but then, you know, we pull out. Like, for example, in my case, I then, like, she was then saying how she's gonna hold space for me that next time, and then I said no. I was very strong, and I sent a message later, right, canceling the session, and as an explanation saying I was very strongly guided not to have another session with her. So it's, yeah, it's not always easy, especially when dealing with New Age people who have the perfect answers. They know so extremely well the lingo and what to say, and they can make it look perfectly, right? So yes, we're actually going to also ask for very strong guidance, so that we always know and stand strong when someone is doing those kind of manipulations. Okay, sorry, enough talk now. We already cleansed. So let me call in the spirit guides again. Dear Creator, higher power, source and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, dear Mother Earth, our ancestors that are in the light, and Great Spirit of the fire, as well as the other three elements, air, earth, and water. Please, and all other benevolent powers, forces, spirits, and beings of the universe that are of the light, please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, banishings, and protections with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. And specifically, let us also call in the Great Spirit of the dragon, of the benevolent dragons. I know you were probably in there already with all the other ones of the light, but let us specifically invite you in as well to join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, banishings, and protections with all of your powers very strongly. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. Okay, once again, let us close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. Okay. We ask for very strong healing and protection to break any and all cycles that have to do with this control dynamic from reptilian and narcissistic energies, beings, entities, souls, and creatures of any sort who try to control us, impose their will on us, take our right to speak for ourselves, our right to make decisions for ourselves away from us. In short, all reptilian overlords shall be fully and completely disconnected from us and our lives throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other aspects that affect us in this lifetime. Wow, and look at this. And that affect us in this lifetime and moving forward. And that shall apply to body, mind, spirit, soul, energy field, and any and all other aspects that affect us in this lifetime and moving forward. Whoa, did you see that? When I tried to cut the cord, the candle went out again and the wax had poured all over the scissors. Wow, okay, let's do this. This does not want to go. Okay, one at a time. I'm trying to cut both at the same time. Okay, one is cut. The other one is still holding on. Okay, here we go. We are free. Whew. Wow. Okay, that wax needs to go in there right away. And we are standing. Whoops. Hold on. The ground is a little bit unstable here, but okay. And we are taking our wings back and we're standing strong. And I'm feeling called, wow, to actually burn the ties that kept us hostage to those dark reptilian entities and overlords. Any and all cords, bonds, shackles, chains, leashes, vows, soul contracts, and any and all other connections that these dark, evil, narcissistic, reptilian overlords have had over us shall now and forever be cut, severed, finished, burnt away, and transmuted into love and light, and be returned to source energy for reintegration. Oh, this one's having a bit of trouble burning. Let's see if I can get this. Okay, it's coming. Here we go. We are burning away the shackles that we had, the chains that we had around our neck. It shall be okay. We don't want to fully burn, so the rest I'm gonna take off like this because I don't want our heads to be on fire. Okay, carefully. Whoops. Oh yeah, they were wrapped around a bunch of times. Oh, that's like the stuff that I unwrapped around my neck the other night. Or the other day, it was more like daytime. Okay, here we go. Okay, I just threw them in the fire. Sorry, I was too distracted to film that properly, but I hope you saw enough of it. Okay, so here, but okay, we are free. Even if we're a little scarred, that's gonna heal. And we are reclaiming our wings. We're taking back our wings. We're reclaiming our divinity. Oh yeah, this feels freer, much more liberal. Wow. Oh, that was freaky with the candle. Okay, and we're throwing these dark, evil, Ooh, that's hot already. Whoa. We're throwing these dark, evil, narcissistic, reptilian overlords into the fire. Into the fires of hell, to burn in the fires of hell for all eternity, or until ready, able, and willing to move into the light for healing. And then they shall be bound into the light for the rest of eternity. And so it is, all my relations. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Let any and all portals and gateways be closed that have allowed these dark, narcissistic, reptilian entities, energies, beings, souls, energies, and creatures to enter us in our energy fields, our body, mind, spirit, soul, energy field, and us karmically, and access us karmically. All of that shall now and forever be closed, severed, and finished. Any and all access points shall be removed. We ask, whoops. And here it's burning away. We ask to heal every part, every aspect of us that has been sore, like that has been an open wound that has allowed them access. Please heal us from any and all trauma, any and all hurt, pain, suffering, trauma, and any dark wound, sore spots that we have, especially in our energy field, that we have energetically, emotionally, mentally, maybe even physically, that we have inherited, that have been passed down to us through our cultures and our lineages. All of that shall be healed away, and we shall be filled with pure divine love, light, energy, with Christ consciousness. We shall be filled and surrounded very strongly by this pure energy. And anything that is still a shadow and any inner demons shall be fully and completely melted away and transmuted into and integrated into this divine love light energy. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. Okay. I ask for divine justice for all of us, that all those dark ones, all those dark, evil, narcissistic, reptilian overlords and beings trying to take our blessings, our abundance, our gifts, our abilities, our joy and happiness, our love, our luck, our good luck, our opportunities, our everything that they took from us. We ask for divine intervention, justice, and protection, and ask for all the blessings and everything that was taken from us to be returned to us, and for them to receive their full-blown, instant, immediate, full-blown, divine punishment and karma. We ask for justice. It is time that justice is done on earth, and that all those dark ones receive what they have dished out for decades, centuries, millennia, and hundreds of millennia. They shall all be put into 4D jail. They shall be stripped of their powers and rendered fully and completely harmless. And so it is. All my relations. Whew. Into the fire they go to be transmuted. All of their evil shall be transmuted. So all their evil goes into the fire and is transmuted into the divine energy and returned to source energy for reintegration. Oh, whew. And so it is. Whoa. Whew. And Great Spirit of the Fire, please, by welcoming us, wrap your warm, protective, healing light, love and light all around us and infuse us with it and help us heal on all levels, to reclaim our oneness with the divine and to reclaim our wings and to merge with Christ consciousness and the divine love light energy that embodies that. Okay, I'm going to put us over here. Oh. Wow. Whew. I'm still processing how the candle poured right over the scissors and how it went out when I tried to cut those cords. That shows you the amount of influence of the dark that is still in so many places. And we gotta battle and overcome it, but battle in the figurative sense, in the sense of battling our own inner demons and integrating our own shadows so that we fully have that inner peace within us that helps us be at one with the universe, with the divine, with source energy, with nature, Mother Earth, and everything that exists. When we have that inner peace, we can also fully love and integrate all that darkness. But that happens step by step. The more we heal, the more we can integrate it. Oh, that just wanted to come through. Okay. Let the ceremony now be finished, and accept our love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Whew. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching, for being a part of this ceremony, and for working on your own healing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'm also sending you tons of love and light, many blessings, and be well until next time. Bye.